So hey everybody, Craig Hanson here, and welcome to my video. I've got Adam Scott, and I'm gonna have a little bit of a look at his swing. I've got him a couple of years ago on the right side here, the President's Cup, and I've got the swing on the left here from a year ago. And first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Terry Rolls for the use of your videos. Thanks, mate. So we're gonna have a little bit of a look and see what he's up to. It's really is an impressive golf swing. So I think what he's done over the last year or so, or a couple of years, is that he's just lowered the swing just a touch. This obviously is a longer iron on the right side, so he's going to have a little bit more swing, but that swing is quite a bit higher, I do believe. So on the way back, I think also that the hands are perhaps just a little bit deeper back, and the swing not going up quite as fast, so maybe just a little bit more compact. But it certainly is remaining parallel to the original shaft plane overall, and the club going back in just looks like a great position here. When we have a look from this side here, this picture on the left side, there's a little bit of movement, although it ends up at impact back in the original position. I'll just draw a couple of lines in here, and we can get in there and sort of see that the common traits of many of the great ball strikers in the modern day, and then also in the history in the past, is that the right hip staying back deep and the head lowering, and the club coming down and splitting through the forearm, back very close to its original shaft plane position there. And we'll see that the head has lowered quite a bit on the way down as he's compressed and moved downwards and into the ground, and then the club comes and exits out on the other side, and everything remains then parallel. Now this swing, as I said, on this side, is a little bit lower. But a lot of these top guys, when I've looked at their swings in the past, they'll change their backswing position, and they'll often come down, and they're just so talented that they'll just be in the same position pretty much anyway at pre-impact. So, and as he's coming back down, you'll see that this position here is like back into where Hogan is, and where the hands just come right back into that position where they started from, and that's really impressive. I mean, it's really an athletic swing, and how still everything sort of stays, and compact and clean through the ball. And you see this type of release here where the club's on this one, he's probably been trying to draw it in a little bit. Looks like he's almost pushed it out there a little bit here. See the ball. And you'll see the different release of this club, sort of maybe he's trying to hold one up, or it's sort of like a neutral type of shot. And you see how the wrist the right hand sort of breaks sort of in this manner. And you see the back of the left wrist really broken there. So he's almost come sort of like underneath it, you know. It's really impressive golf swing. When we have a look at it from the other side with an iron, just pop in here, get another where's this other swing? Yeah, this sort of setup was this is also a couple of years ago. Just pop a line in here. I always put a line in here up the side of the left leg to sort of get an idea through impact. So this is also more recent, this swing on the left, but you'll see that at impact, what so many of the great strikers have, you'll see that as we'll call this the wall, as Gary Edwin calls it, we'll call this line the wall, and as he runs into the wall in the left hand, you see that the shaft, even on this one that he's set up back behind it, you see that the shaft and the club remain in one line, and that's like a trademark of great ball strikers. Another area that I look into is where the right knee is, into the low 60-degree area here, where you'll get the club golfer pretty much 95% of the time at that impact up around 80 degrees or even higher into here with a flipped impact and no release. So a lot of the areas in the swing are all analysed deeply, but the area of impact is definitely something that's still not looked at quite enough. So this is something when you go back and look at really many of the great ball strikers, or even the modern day ball strikers, many of the golfers will have this position here. It's almost got that Adonis look to it, the finish position here. It's almost like the model swing, actually. So, I mean, obviously the mind plays a huge role to it, but when we have a look at the model swing, this swing was put together by like a scientist in America, and it was like a combination of something like 50 or 100 of the best golfers ever or something. And when you compare it to Adam Scott here, I can get it on the right speed, it's pretty amazing to actually compare it, because it's just about the same all over the place. One of the things that gets me with Adam Scott is how his footwork and how stable everything is, how clean he moves, and you see the positions everywhere like textbook positions. Awesome golf swing. Well, there you go. There's Adam Scott. One hell of a golf swing. Hope you enjoyed it.